Guys, T-Fit here with Fit Bully TV. Listen, I'm about to unbox. Now, clearly it didn't come in no box. I might come up with a box one day. Our new joint supplement. Gosh. You know, we put a lot of work into everything. I try my best to educate and teach people how I would do things based on science information and just testing our dogs. Fortified is here. A joint supplement that we will consistently, constantly, continually make better. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to break down the benefits of this. And I might even show you how to put this with our other supplement in a meal to keep your dog healthy, happy, and then joints growing strong. Guys, so for one, I didn't know that dogs, for one, I didn't know that CCL disease exists. I didn't know why people are always asking, hey, what joint supplement do you use? I'm like, why does a dog need a joint supplement? And then get this. Get this, guys. So I've studied the human body, right? And I really had to go down a light rabbit hole. And when I go down a rabbit hole, I'm looking at the structures of something. Let me find that pen real quick, guys. Maybe I use this. You know, I can. You know how it is. Y'all be in your house, can't find another. I got one. Can't find one either, huh? Look at this. I got a package of pens and can't find one pen. I know it's a pen outside on the thing. This is crazy. 1 second, let me get a pen, people. And I'm gonna show you something. Found a pen. This is a blank sheet of paper. So check this out. Naturally, when talking about humans, your hips protect your lower back. If you strengthen them correctly, they can void and rid you of back problems, back pain, knee problems, and even ankle problems. Let me show you something real quick. Our hips are here. That's our hips. Straight down to our foot. That's our leg. If you lock your knees, say that's a kneecap. If you lock your knees, then you could hyperextend your knees if you're being athletic. Otherwise, a lot of people live in a locked standpoint. Women live here and here. So if you look, this is a woman's hips. And I'm just like, if she's facing forward, if you look at the back of a woman's legs, the bones meet like this here. They meet what we call, they make an X structure. That's the kneecap. That's the kneecap. So what you see a lot of times is women, when they stand, their legs cave in like that. Automatically, you say, why is it that a woman's knees, why does she have osteoporosis? My bad, hold on. Why does she have to have a, God, I can't even think of the term. I've been out of the fitness stuff for so long. But point is, she has to go in and do a scope, orthopedic scope, at about 40 years old because of all the cartilage that's built up. Well, for 30, 40 years, mom's been walking through her knees because of the way God designed her hips. The reason her hips are designed that way, even when you look at super fit chicks, let's say the chick's got abs and everything, super lean, but you see that little hump right here in her stomach. Why do you see that? Because the way God designed the hips was so that a female can push a kid out. I'm telling you all this because I'm going to explain the point of the supplement. Push the hip out, which forces the knees in. So if you don't strengthen the knees when it comes to women, why do you think there's such an increase in injuries on the female sports side of things? Because they're literally by design walking through their knees. Well, get this. With humans, we at least have our back, our hips. We have this whole leg, a little kneecap, femur, tibia, kneecap, patella tendon. Somewhere in there, the kneecap helps manage the stress between these two things, and your meniscus regulates the pressure between two bones. But point is, as long as we're standing up, guess what? Just like in a deadlift, when you're here, that's when you are relaxed. That's when you're most confident and comfortable. That's when the weight is stable. Why do you think someone can bend over, pick up a 25-pound box, and throw their back out? Because the minute you take your back away from your hips, you can cause an injury, especially if you don't have the strength. And good mornings are not the answer, aka that's a weightlifting exercise. So when I start studying the hip and joint problems in relation to dogs, I said, wow, this is a dog's back. these are a dog's hips. And objectively, there's no support here. It literally does like this. So the hips normally protect the lower back, the knee, and the ankle. By design, it's very difficult to protect a dog's knees and joints. And in another video, I will show you the function of the joint down to the science. I've got it all, people. I've seen it all. With every step they take, which muscles are actually being engaged and utilized. It gets scary. So when I start studying the stuff, for one, shout out to Bulky Bill Chris Moore, I said, no wonder they need a joint supplement. But then we had to go look at what makes great bones. Even the reason why we put type 2 collagen in there. If you go collagen type 2, beyond a reasonable doubt, you'll learn that it assists in supporting elasticity in the joint. Oh man, it gets interesting. This is what I will tell you, that to help support bone and joint growth, you need to learn and educate yourself to the best of your ability. I've done so. You can see, there's the books, there's the book, and this isn't even all the information I could put together for you guys. I wanted to draw a picture and say, guys, for one, thank you to everybody who's got our puppy blocks. We've got 75 people subscribed, and this is for all dogs and other animals. Cats can use this as well. It's got taurine in it, which cats lack producing. They cannot produce. And then now you've got a stacker. Whew, a protein and some joint supplement. Let's unbox it. Let's take a look. Golly, I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna leave it attached for forever. Remember that movie, Saying Live Forever and Ever. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Look at that. I tell you people, if you've never done anything for yourself, and when I say for myself, I'm doing this for all you guys, you wouldn't get it. A great business serves a community, solves a problem, lowers a cost, betters something. Now, it looks yellow versus white like a lot of stuff would look, because guess what? It's maple bacon flavor. What we also learned is clearly there are dogs that have beef and chicken allergies. But who's allergic to bacon? My only allergy is not having it. So, what you want to do is follow your instructions. If you have a big dog, it says give 3 scoops if 51 plus pounds. 26 or 52 scoops, little dog, 1 scoop. I ought to hit the tongue with someone, you know? No, I'm playing. Don't do that, people. It's not good for you. But I will tell you in the simplest form, get you some Fortified. If you want to know more about science, how this works, a little bit more about the joints, and our pet achievers, I do a little bit more, but I'm gonna be clear and saying I'm gonna teach you guys as well. I can't leave this stuff out. You guys need to know this. And for one, not just for the sake of my own supplement, for the purposes that the dogs need joint support. I didn't know it. That's the truth. I had no clue how important it was. And then Chris, literally, I kid you not, I'm talking to him on the phone, and he says, oh yeah, Trev. He said, no, it's a real thing. So when I'm talking to him, what does he do? He's sending me stuff. He says cranial, I'm on the phone, he says CCL, cranial cruciate ligament disease, American College of Veterinarians. So I said, thank you. You see my man, thank you. I go, yo, Chris, why they always that? He said, well, it plays. You can have the best hips in the world when it comes to the bulldog. And guess what? I still could have, like you Frenchy people, luxating patellas, AKA still have bad knees. So you need to support knee function, knee growth, knee everything. knee everything, and hopefully your knees don't grow. Matter of fact, if your knees are growing, that means synovial fluids filled up, and you've probably torn something if you're a human. And if the dog's knees growing, is the same thing. Some awful's happen. So the next video, I will show you how to use puppy blocks and a raw meal that I will prepare for probably Tronisha, aka Tron. And as I always say, people, stay tuned, take care of your dogs. Thank you for all the people who support what we're trying to do in assisting and educating. And even more importantly, I already know how to make this better. So once we sell through our first 200 units, I can tell you right now, it gets better. Take care of your dogs.